Much like Signal and Telegram, Zero Messenger is a messaging app. It is a decentralized app, one of many that will be coming from Zero. It has true end-to-end encryption. This video is a how-to guide on how to get an invitation to get onto the app, start earning rewards, and knowing how to navigate through all of the different features. So the first thing you're going to want to do is head over to Zero's X account and head to this post that is right here that says the Wilders come out in full force. If you're still vying for early Zero Messenger access, code blessings have been shared in the comments. Here you can click in and you can find a whole bunch of different individuals that have shared their codes. As well, if you can't find one there, you can click into the quoted message and head in and find a bunch of other codes that people have given. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna choose Aris's, and it'll bring up this where you'll put in the invitation code. So you'll just paste that invitation code and then you'll get access. And then here it will ask you to connect your wallet. So you'll then connect your wallet, whatever you have. I have a MetaMask, it'll say please connect. Then you're gonna hit register and then you're gonna confirm. And then it'll bring you to this page where you then can put in your display name. And then you will add an image and then I will create this account. So the first thing that you're gonna see is the individual that you got your access code from, and it'll have just a direct message from them, and you can just write in a message. So then you can start communicating with the friend or family member that shared with you their Zero Messenger access code. So since Zero Messenger is a true end-to-end encrypted application, you will have to save your passkey. So you'll come in here and you'll back up your account. You say back up my account. You will then want to copy this, and then you're gonna wanna save this securely and share it with nobody. And then once you've done that, you can say that you've safely stored your backup, and then it's gonna ask you to put it in again. And we're gonna verify and complete the backup. And then it'll say the account is backed up successfully. And then you can hit finish. And then one of the first things you'll wanna do is head up and hit your profile picture, and it'll bring you into this menu. Here you'll be able to get access to your invite codes that you can share with friends and family. You only have 5, but as soon as you invite one other friend or family member, they will also have 5. And so if you have a larger group, you can work together in order to get everyone onboarded. If you have a Zero ID domain, which I'll show you how you can get, you would just come into here. You would then be able to see within your wallet the domain or subdomain that will be in there. Now these give you 10x or 3x rewards depending if you have a domain or subdomain. And right here within edit your profile is where you could change your profile image if you ever wanted to as well. You can also manage your account. So here is where you would want to add an email. You would enter in your email address, you would hit confirm, and this is another way that you would be able to access your Zero Messenger account if you don't have a wallet. And those are the very first things that I would do when you first log in and get started. Once you have an account, one of the very first things you're going to want to do is to be able to get into some of the other channels and groups that have already been formed. Right here is a Zero directory that I've kind of put together. This isn't all of them, but these are a lot of the ones that you can get in. The main channel you're going to want to get into is the square. It's like the town square for everyone on Zero Messenger to be able to communicate and talk, ask questions, and all sorts of different things. If you're interested in joining my channel, it's the Bits channel. You're welcome to reach out to me and I will make sure to get you into my Bits channel to be able to help answer any questions, help navigate through the Zero Messenger, as well as become more familiar with Wilder World, Zero, or even Meow. Now, if you have a group of friends or families and you want to just create a group, you've got them onboarded and you want to make sure that all of you are messaging together, all you have to do is hit this plus sign right next to your profile image and your profile name. And here you can search for friends. Maybe it's Wes Wilder, maybe it's Pims, maybe it's myself. You can search BelsheBits, if I can even spell my name right, so that you can start a conversation right away. Okay, next, what it'll end up doing is you can create name. Then you can add a profile image, select what kind of group. You can do an encrypted group, a super group. So the reason why you would choose an encrypted group is to keep it small, focused, and intimate. Super groups are designed to accommodate for larger groups and are not encrypted by default. And we'll just say it's an encrypted group and we're going to create a group. All of a sudden, all those individuals will be pulled in, the conversation will start. And if you're not interested in being in a certain group anymore, you can go up to these 3 dots and you can say leave group. So as you can see, starting your own channel and group is extremely easy. So I've logged into my BelsheBits account to kind of show you the full force of what everything looks like when you start using it. So you can see here I'm in my Bits channel that I created. You can see all the individuals over here. There's 178 individuals. You can see here I can add a member. I can also go up here and I can look at some group info where I can go in as an admin and create more mods. I can add more members. I can edit the channel. I can also go and edit the group. When I edit the group, that's where I can add individuals like making a mob or even remove them from the channel if I feel like they're disrupting or breaking any type of guidelines. Within these three dots, when you're within a channel, you can even mute it. Say it's a very active channel, you like to just check in once in a while. This is a great option to be able to just mute the channel and not be able to get those notifications. So down here, there's a lot of just common things. You can do emojis, you can add an image, and you can add in any type of GIFs. Here they made it really easy to invite friends. You can go into your profile and we'll just see if there's anything here. You can see the rewards that you've earned by utilizing the app. You can invite friends, you can edit profile, you can manage your account, you can do your account backup. Settings we haven't gone into, you can do read receipts, you can kind of change the background if you like different types of backgrounds. If you so desire. I like a nice clean look, so I just stay with lights out. You can also download any of the mobile apps, which we'll go into here shortly. And then you can also just log out of your account. Here, this is your messenger. Something I really enjoy is this notification center where you can kind of go in and see everything, highlights, as well as mute. So the highlights are if they've specifically replied to you or tagged you in some type of message, as well as just see which ones you've kind of missed. So you can kind of see some of the very active channels that are here. Here you have the Explorer. If you click on that, it'll take you over and we'll go into how to create a domain here. And then you can go in and look at the different apps that you have. So you can go into Explorer, which we were just at. This is something I recommend. You go into the airdrop for the Meow Drop is what they're calling it. And you can sign up here. I'm already signed up, but you would just sign up here and get on for early access to the airdrop. This is a quick way to be able to get into when you start voting for the DAOs, the Wilder World DAOs as well as the Meow DAOs. You can go here and go into and head over to the Wilder World Marketplace. Here you can go over to the Wilder World staking website. Here is going to be something coming in the future, which will be posts, which will be kind of a social networking application. And then you have, if you're a creator and you have ideas, or you're a community member and you have ideas, you can reach out to the team with these two. And so that's kind of the basic underlining overview of some of the buttons that you can click in order to navigate through the application. You can also come here, you can add an emoji to each message, you can reply to it. Here along the top, you will see different kind of subcategories or folders. You can look at your favorites, you can look at all, you can look at what I've designated as work. I can see family here and some of the socials that I feel is like more of a social interaction, as well as if you kind of scroll over one more, any that you have done. So like this Los Salvajes was one that was created, but they kind of messed up, so they deleted it, so it was archived, and then there's a different one that we're utilizing. Now, if you really want to get those rewards by utilizing it, then what you really need to do is you need to go over here to Explorer and you need to mint a world domain. So the one that we're doing today is subscribe to BelsheBits, and we're going to purchase. And then what it's going to come up, it's going to tell you how much this domain is going to cost. So if it's a shorter domain, it's going to cost a little bit more. If it's longer, for each character that you add on, it becomes cheaper and cheaper. You're going to put down who can join this world. So you can make it very private and no one can join it. It's just something that you have. You don't really have plans for it yet. Or you can do it for anyone, and so they'll be able to mint a domain. We're going to say anyone, so you can kind of see everything when it comes to domains. Once you come into here, you're going to choose which wallet that you would want the payments to go into. So maybe you're creating it with one wallet, but you want the funds to go to another wallet. This is where you would end up putting it. We're just going to keep it here on this wallet. Then it says, how would you like membership to be purchased? You can either do it by character, just like minting a full domain, or you can do it, every single domain costs the same. The most popular one is going to be that all domains cost the same. And so we're just going to say $369 for this. So we're going to hit next. And so then here, it just needs you to confirm all the choices. And then when that's all good, you're going to hit mint world. It then goes over the different tasks you're going to have to go through when you're confirming things as far as transactions. And so you then hit next. It then tells you this is what the costs are. Here's the domain costs and then the protocol fee. So each time that a world domain is created and there's a protocol fee, those fees are ending up being burnt. So here we're going to hit approve sending. So then it'll take you over to confirm that this transaction. So then it'll ask you, would you like to mint this domain? We hit yes, mint the domain. You'll come up with the transaction fee. You hit confirm. And then it's saying, would you like to set the price? So then you're going to do another transaction to set the price. And now we have a domain. Subscribe to BelsheBits. Don't forget, go subscribe to BelsheBits. So then it'll say, would you like to view your world? And just look how incredibly beautiful these worlds are. These are all AI generated images. And this is actually one of my favorite images that I've seen created. So don't forget, go and subscribe to BelsheBits. But let's say we're just interested in creating a subdomain. Go to the Explorer. So what we're going to do is go to Wilder Radio and we're going to join their domain. We're going to say BelsheBits. And right now it costs 382 meow. I bet it's 369 meow, but then there is a protocol fee, so a total of 382.616. And we're going to mint this domain to Wilder Radio BelsheBits. And it says who can join. It says no one by default. Later on, there's going to be an ability to join even subdomains. And so we're going to hit mint. And then it's going to tell you what type of transactions you're going to have to approve. We're going to hit next on that. We're going to improve the spending. We're going to confirm. And then it'll ask you to mint the domain. And so we'll mint the domain, approve the transaction. And there you have it. We now have a subdomain for Wilder Radio BelsheBits. What you would then be able to do is go back into the messenger, right? And you would go up to profile. You would edit profile, then you would come to primary zero ID, click on this drop-down menu, scroll down until you see Wilder Radio BelsheBits, and then you would be able to save this as your main primary zero ID. So remember, by having your own world domain, you will be able to get 10x rewards. By having a subdomain, you get 3x rewards. These are not stackable. So as I've mentioned multiple times, there are ways to have multipliers as well as there are slashing mechanisms. So if you're spamming, you'll actually be deducted rewards and not rewarded. So essentially, good behavior is rewarded and bad behavior has negative effects. Here are what we're told by Neo for good behaviors. Messaging in more than one channel, set your PFP, get a world domain or subdomain and set as your default ZID, connect your email and your wallet, save your recovery password, invite quality folks. Some of the things we need to prepare for are hold wild and or meow, hold wild NFTs, hold one or more trinities, connect your X, Telegram, and Discord account, as well as more in the future. So just as a reminder, message spamming will have slashed rewards, not multiplied rewards. And soon there's going to be badges and a leaderboard. There are some slight differences to the mobile app. So let's jump into the iOS mobile app and I'll show you what some of those differences are. This is the first main page that you'll see. It's just the list of all the different groups and channels that you may be a part of. And the most recent message will move it to the top. And then on the right, you'll just see indicators of if you've missed, if you have a reply or a tag, these would be red on the right side. And then you can see that the square just updated. When you go in, it's much like what you see in like Telegram or Signal. You can kind of see who's talked to who. You can also hit these different reply options and it'll take you to the read receipt of what they replied to. So it's a great way to be able to navigate through. You can hit this little arrow to send you back down to the bottom. You can see the read receipts here on the right on who's seen what and where. Up here on the upper left, you can go in. And then once you're in here, you can see the notifications. You can see your favorite. You can favorite it. You can see the people. And then the media files, if you go into media files, it'll actually just load all the media files from that group. You can then go into people, and then here is where you would then search and invite. So you can search for someone or you can invite them, and you hit the invite button, and then you would search for someone and be able to invite them. So subscribe to BelsheBits, there you go. I would then be able to invite them but we're not going to do it. So we're going to just hit cancel and go at. And then some of the other information that you can see is you can maybe even edit this group. So you would be able to edit the profile or the name if I was the admin and I'm not. So here, if you just press down on the message, you get this menu where you get to do an emoji, quick emojis, reply, forward it. You can copy a text or you can delete a message. You can hit the plus button where you can go into your camera, your photos, or add an attachment. On this main page, you can also hit this plus button where you can create a group or you can search for someone. If you want to create a group, you would come in here. They give you suggestions of individuals that would be able to be in there. Hit next. And then here you would then choose if you wanted to be encrypted or supergroup. You would need to add, this is just a test group. You would then add a profile pic, and then you would be able to create the group. When you're on this main page, you can also hit your profile pic, and that's where it brings up the other stuff where you can see the rewards you've had. You can invite a friend. You can change your notifications. You can manage your recovery key, and then you can go into advanced settings and you can clear your cache or delete this account. So those are the slight differences between mobile and the desktop app. If you have any remaining invite codes, please leave them in the comments below. That way it's quick and easy access for anyone interested in the Zero Messenger.